Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving deep into a topic that many of us can relate to: perfectionism. You know that feeling where nothing seems good enough and you're constantly striving to hit an impossible standard. Yeah, I've been there too. And today we're going to talk about breaking free from that mindset and embracing our imperfections as a part of our growth journey. Think about it. How often do you feel stuck, paralyzed by the fear that something you're working on isn't perfect? Today, we will explore how to release those chains and start truly growing as individuals. Before we dive into solutions, let's define what perfectionism really is. Perfectionism is more than just setting high standards, it's the compulsive need to reach an unattainable level of flawlessness. This mindset makes us believe that our worth is tied to our accomplishments and how flawless they are. It's like chasing a moving target. We never feel good enough. Well, perfectionism can show up in many areas of life: procrastination, constantly putting off tasks for fear they won't be done perfectly; burnout, pushing yourself too hard and never feeling satisfied; anxiety and stress, worrying endlessly about mistakes and imperfections. Why do we fall into perfectionism trap? Psychological roots. Number one, as someone who studies psychology, I can tell you that perfectionism often stems from our need for control and approval. Many perfectionists were praised for their achievements early in life, which created an unconscious belief that success equals love or validation. Societal pressures. In today's world, perfectionism is reinforced by societal standards. Social media portrays these highlight reels of people's lives, making us believe that everyone else has it all figured out. We see perfect homes, perfect careers, perfect bodies, but remember, these are just snippets, not the whole story. The hidden costs of perfectionism. Number one, emotional and mental health costs. Isn't just exhausting, it's harmful. It leads to constant self criticism and anxiety. This mindset prevents us from being present and enjoying life's moments because we're always thinking about the next thing to fix or improve. If unchecked, it can lead to chronic stress, depression, and feelings of inadequacy. Number two, stifling creativity and innovation. Perfectionism also stifles creativity. When we are afraid to make mistakes, we don't take risks. We don't allow ourselves to experiment, fail, and try again. But remember, some of the greatest inventions came from failures. Imagine if those inventors had been too afraid to make mistakes. Embracing imperfections, the growth mindset. So, how do we break free? By shifting to a growth mindset, unlike a perfectionist mindset that says, I must be flawless. A growth mindset says, I am a work in progress, and that's okay. It's about recognizing that mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow. So, practical steps to embrace imperfection. Number one, reframe your failures. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, view them as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Number two, set realistic goals. Perfectionism often leads us to set unrealistic standards. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate each win, no matter how small. Number three, practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself. Instead of beating yourself up, talk to yourself as you would a friend. Would you tell your friend, They are worthless for making a mistake. No, right? Then why say that to yourself? Number four, limit social media consumption. Remember, social media often showcases people's best moments. Take breaks and remind yourself that it's not the full picture. Personal growth through imperfection. Let me get personal for a moment. I used to struggle with perfectionism in my own work, whether it was studying for an exam or creating content. I would stress endlessly over tiny details, paralyzed by the fear of not being perfect. But over time, I learned to give myself grace, and it was like a weight had lifted. I became more productive and more creative. I felt more at peace. Some of the most successful people didn't achieve perfection, they embraced their failures. Think of Steve Jobs, who faced failures before launching Apple into success, or Oprah, who was fired early in her career but went on to become an icon. They didn't let mistakes stop them. How to keep growing without perfectionism? Number one, building resilience. Instead of perfectionism, focus on resilience. Life will throw challenges your way, and mistakes are inevitable. What matters is how you bounce back. Each setback is an opportunity for growth. Number two, becoming your best self. True growth happens when we allow ourselves to be human. We're not robots, and we don't need to be perfect to succeed. We grow by learning, adapting, and persevering. Remember, perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Don't be afraid to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them. Growth happens in the moments when we allow ourselves to be imperfect. So that'll be all for today, guys. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little reminder to embrace their imperfections. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more content on personal growth and mindset shifts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.